which I do not feel as if that is the de facto case. I think that some people can make shitty commentary, which does do that. But, as a general rule, I do not feel as if, you know, uh, a certain label fits, you know. So I use the other one. Do 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 do. My mother has talked to my brother maybe about not being straight, and she doesn't give a fuck as long as it's, and I quote, not into kids. Honestly, Sarah, yep, as long as you're not a pedo, I don't give a fuck, right? Um, deep breaths, deep breaths. Q boomers everywhere. Oh, so does that mean you like pans? God, I hate it. I know. Yeah, I love this cast iron pan. Let me show you how hard I swing it. I know. Honestly, the spaces that I'm in a lot more often now aren't that. It's the other end of the discourse. You know what I mean? But I do every once in a while you get the pansexual or like uh people who've been around the community for a while probably remember Mark absolutely eviscerating that guy who tried to make the I identify as an attack helicopter joke. It was great. I actually don't get those that much. Why do people think that people who aren't heterosexual want to fuck literally everything? I mean, I'm just kidding. But no, it's one of those things where it's like I'm just betting it's jealousy of liberation. Well, I think that, like I said earlier, right? I think that a lot of people, it's the shame aspects that makes them act the fucked up way that they do. Because, like, I definitely have known pretty much always that I was some garden variety of queer, right? But it wasn't until I was like in my mid to late 20s that I would concede, especially, that a lot of trans identities were not just quote unquote tolerable, but were attractive. Like, I will never forget how frequently, especially trans women, were the object of scorn and disgust, right? Like, trans women, it was like, oh my God, tits and a dick. That's disgusting. That's the grossest possible thing. That's like, the worst, most forbidden wombo combo. And I'm like, tits and a dick is literally the ideal, okay? Like, are you kidding me? Like, please and thank you. Sign me up, right? But like, it took a very long time for me to like work around the mental gymnastics of being like, I can't like this because that's supposed to be disgusting to me, right? You know? And I think that that cognitive dissonance of like, I have been taught that this is wrong and bad, but I like the thing that is wrong and bad. Like, I don't know. I think that that's a big part of it. I do not recall the attack helicopter incident. I would love to see Mark eviscerating, though. Eviscerate me, daddy, right? It's this or genuine fear from ignorance. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wait, we don't. We don't? Scribbles notes. Anyone who thinks being queer is a choice is choosing not to be queer. Right, 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 right. People who think sexuality is a choice made the choice to be straight. Mm-hmm. The men who are terrified of gay men because they assume they are going to try and fuck them. Like, don't flatter yourself. No, I know. It's so funny where it's like, I'm okay with gay people as long as they don't hit on me. And it's like, relax. Relax, please. I thought I was trans for a while because I couldn't possibly be how girls feel, but honestly, it took so much energy. I just kind of gave up. If I would have known about non-binary, then that's probably what I would currently identify. But I'm still like, shrug, I exist. And Sarah, it's so valid to be like, there are a lot of people who have like that feeling of agender where they're like, I don't feel like anything, dog. Like, I fail to fit into this classification system. Gender, no thank you, And that's also valid. Ever since I saw Mark work on his car, I've had a little crush. Not a real one, just like, who boy, mechanical work. Yeah, no, listen. I understand. If I would be shocked if people didn't have a little crush on Mark. He's very handsome. He's very sensitive and sweet, and he's good at a bunch of stuff, you know? I'm just saying. I'm so glad. Wait, hold on. I'm so glad you're here, Billy. Billy, welcome on in. How are you doing today? This was one of the dreamiest streams I've seen on this platform. Full stop. I know. No, listen, Mark was really giving everybody the business, just being a hot man with a manicure in his garage, you know? Like, straight man, you don't even wash your ass. Do you really think I'd want you? My friend circa 2018. Literally, Cam. It's like, don't worry. I'm not going to ask you to be a bottom. You don't even wash your hands when you go to the bathroom. I don't expect you to fucking prep to bottom. I can't. We didn't mind the crotch cam, I can tell you that. Listen. You don't have to explain it